Hi there, this is Jenny Walker from DigiGoods and Printables ELA. Welcome to Argumentative Essay Writing, Segment 4, Thesis Statement. If you have found this video from YouTube, you can find a link to the workshop in the description below. So now that you have completed the pre-writing in the previous videos, we're going to be putting the pieces together for our introductory paragraph. Here are some other parts of the introductory paragraph that we will be talking about in the videos that follow. In this section, we're going to focus on the most important sentence in the entire essay, the thesis statement. The thesis statement is the king of the paper because every other part of the essay will be drawn from information in this thesis. This sentence tells your audience your topic, your major claim, and the reasons that your claim is true. The good news is you've already gathered all this information. You know your topic, you have developed your claim, and you've even decided which reasons you're going to use. Now all you need to do is put them together in a sentence or two. But first, pause this video and watch this really helpful, funny video on thesis statements. Okay, now that you've watched this awesome video, let's dive in to specifically learn how to write a thesis statement. Click to this slide, approximately slide 35. Here's an example of a thesis statement written by a real student, actually one of my students. Animal testing should be banned because it's inhumane, and the drugs that pass animal tests are not necessarily safe for human beings. See if you can guess the topic, the claim, and the two reasons that are provided in this thesis statement. After you've thought about it and are pretty sure that you know the answers, drag the boxes to see if you were right. Go ahead and pause this video and try it now. So how did you do? Did you guess that the topic is animal testing and that the claim is that it should not be allowed? And that the first reason is because it is inhumane, and that the second reason is that it's not safe for humans? If you guessed correctly, then you already know pretty much everything that you need to know about writing a thesis statement. Here's something else you should know. There's no one way to write a thesis statement. You can change the elements around in a sentence as long as they make sense. Here is a thesis statement written in two different ways. In the first example, the reasons come first. And in the second example, the claim comes first. Notice that these two thesis statements say pretty much the same thing. They're just arranged differently. Let me read them for you. Because undernourished children have trouble concentrating and singling out low-income students is cruel, school lunches should be free for everyone. Notice that this is the claim. They should be free. And the reasons are that they are in red. Now here is the same thesis statement, but with the claim first. School lunch must be free to all students because undernourished children have trouble concentrating, and singling out low-income students is unfair. So keep in mind that you can arrange your thesis statement in any way that makes sense. Now it's time to create your own thesis statement based on research that you've already done. Scroll down to the next slide and fill in the boxes. Let's see. With the pieces of your thesis statement. If you're doing a two-pronged thesis statement, you'll use this slide. And if you're doing a three-pronged thesis statement, you'll use this slide. However, you may only see the slide that you need if your teacher chose to remove one or the other. Remember, it's okay for you to change the order in which you write your thesis statement as long as you move these boxes around to indicate where your components are on this slide. Go ahead and pause this video for this activity. Okay, now that you've assembled all the pieces of your thesis statement, scroll to this slide and put those pieces together in a complete and correct sentence. This is a final product that will go into your essay. Notice the gold star to your left? That star will guide you back to your thesis statement when you're ready to write the full essay. You'll be able to easily come back and find the pieces that have gold stars so that you know they belong in your essay. For a more extensive study of thesis statements, you can check out this workshop that provides tons of practice and more extensive lessons on thesis statement writing. Again, if you have found this workshop or this video on YouTube, you can find a link to the workshop in the descriptions. And teachers, join us on Facebook to discuss all things digital learning. You can find that link in the description as well. We'll see you in the next video, where we'll discuss writing a hook. Happy learning and happy teaching.